Natalie Dempsey. Today is the 8th of April 2010 and I'm currently at En Route Entertainment where I'll be interviewing Kyron Kyle. Kyron, before we get into talking about your career, give me a brief introduction about where you was educated.
I was educated in Dunraven School in Streatham Vale. That's basically down London, not as far as there.
Did you enjoy your time there?
It was alright. It was secondary school. Everybody enjoys their time there, you know. So I'm bad or good.
Can I have a summary of your employment since you left education?
From I left school, I basically got into computers, building computers, fixing computers, with my dad did and stuff like that. After that, I kind of fell into an admin role. Basically, a lot of stuff around office working in the city and stuff. And whilst I was doing that, I was actually doing my music, and I just basically, I knew I wasn't too comfortable with that, so then I fell into my music and producing beats for artists, writing for them, trying to basically put a group together and everything. So that's basically the structure around my work at the moment.
So that's what you do. So can you explain to me what you do now then, Kyron, to support yourself?
I'm a producer, music producer. I work in...
Do you have any other jobs though to support yourself?
No, I'm more freelancing to get money out of my music.
What inspired you to want to become an artist?
A lot of things really. Everybody has their idols, everybody looks up to people. I've got people like Quincy Jones, Prince, Michael Jackson. From when I was a kid, I used to like Alchemist, Dr. Dre, people like Eminem. You know, you grow up with them type of people. In regards to rapping, Nas was a big influence on me. And even when Kanye West came out in his early days, I think Kanye West's style, not particularly everything he used to say, but the way he used to put things across, I kind of used to look up to that. I used to think to myself, yeah, I like his style, his swagger.
What would you say is the best and worst aspect about being an artist?
Well, the best aspect is just basically knowing that you're creating your music. You started off with a blank canvas, and it can be whatever you want it to be. As much as me being a producer as well, I can produce music to suit the style of how I write. So literally everything is starting from the basis of how I feel. The only thing I have to do is cater to a certain genre, which I'm more than happy to do. And in regards to the worst thing is you have to put in a lot of work. Literally a lot of work. If you don't work hard, it's literally you work hard. The harder you work is the stronger your name will come, the better you will be. So it's literally you put your own work in. You haven't got nothing to fall back on. It's just literally you and what you make and what you do. So.
Can you describe a typical day or week of your life?
Writing music, liaising back and forth with artists, producing a beat, staying up late in the night because I've had a beat in my head. I literally wake up sometimes and because of a beats in my head, so I don't even sleep on my computer if I leave it on. So it's a lot of things revolving around music, talking amongst friends, going to events. So yeah, it's a pretty busy day. My whole day is literally based around music.
What specifically satisfies you as an artist?
Being able to work with creative artists, other people with good ideas, bouncing ideas around with people. Let's say when you both come up with something and you both agree on it, it's a very satisfying feeling. So I say work with other artists, producing my own music.
Can you explain to me what you do now in order to support yourself?
Well, I'm a songwriter, artist and a producer. So I produce songs for other artists, I write songs for singers and on occasion rappers, and I'm an artist myself, so I do music myself. I produce my own tracks and I write lyrics to what I've got. It's basically, I'll say I'm my own empire in regards to music, and I also love to work with other people as well.
Now you know about the world of being an artist, would you recommend this job to anybody else?
I'll recommend a job to anyone if they're willing to put the work in. I mean, obviously, and if they're passionate about music, because you don't really want to step into an industry where you haven't got no drive or any passion about something, because you literally would need that. Sometimes you go through your hard times, but you need to really push yourself and you question yourself why I'm doing this. So I'll recommend it to anybody who's serious about their craft and who really wants to get into music. And having a talent does play part in this, but a lot of the things is who you know. So if you're willing to network and speak to people and get to know how things run, then yeah, I say go ahead, thumbs up.
If I wanted to be an artist, what practical advice would you give me?
Don't.
No, I'm joking.
Basically, I'll say the same thing I said before. You gotta be willing to work for it hard, have the passion, the drive. You gotta be willing to network, even if you're not good at it, learn it. You know, it's all a learning curve. You're not gonna come out on top all the time. So you've gotta learn by your experiences. I've always said, a smart person learns from their experiences, but an even smarter person learns from other people's experiences. So it's depending on how you take it. If you're ready to do it, then yeah.
If you were 13 years old again and back in secondary school, what would you do different this time round, given a second chance?
I would actually change the direction I was actually going in. I'll be more based in music and less mucking around with my friends. I always went off and did my own thing, but I feel that I never put enough time into my music. I could sit here and blame nobody else was really into it and nobody supported me, but I'm my own person, I make my own decisions, and I wish I would have been more serious about my music when I was younger rather than just getting serious about it at a later age.
So finally, now you're wise and you have years of experience, what advice would you give to a student leaving school or university today about life and the ways that working world works? It doesn't have to be specific to your job. What just general advice would you give someone leaving school about life today and the working world?
Well, whatever you do, stick to it. Know what you want to do and put the work in. I mean, you don't get nowhere if you don't put the work in. It's pointless really if you ain't serious about what you do. So keep a straight head, make time for your friends, but more time for your career. I say always pursue careers, not just a job.
Thank you for allowing me to interview you, and it has been an extremely interesting experience, I shall say.
Thank you.